Blaze Alexander, the 26 car, slow as these fellows go by.
We had told you they picked up his scorecard. That's what the ARCA officials had told us they were going to do if he did not honor the black flag. Of course, he came in to the pits, and they have begun scoring him once again. He's still being shown in 7th place, 6 laps down now.
Andy Hillenberg, who is battling for the championship, is in 6th place. He is 1 lap down, and the next place is the 7th place driver is 6 laps down. So Andy has a 5-lap lead on him. So he's in a lap by himself and just out there riding right now.
There's our 4th place car, or 3rd place car, actually, Dave Blaney. As we see Joe Bessie once again closes up right on the back bumper of Tim Steele. Wow, what is that?
That's the tire that came off of...
Wow. Hey, Bill Weber, someone got the use out of that tire, didn't they?
Dave Blaney, 50 laps, Benny. This is the right front tire worn down to the cord. They couldn't get a new set of tires. They had to put on old ones, send them back out. This is the one that just came in. 50 laps on this tire. They finally got 4 new tires for this final pit stop, what they hope will be the final one, and got him back out there. But he was right down to the cord on his last set of tires.
My goodness, that is a little frightening. And the right front tire that was ready for a recap.
The next thing we're going to see is air.
Yeah, that's right. Good Lord, we're glad to see him on that one.
I guarantee you. What a job he has done, though. Running 3rd here, 1995 World of Outlaw Series champion.
That's the fellows who compete with Steve Kinzer, Sammy Swindell, and those sprint cars with the wings on them and the roll cages. Man, are they awesome.
4 cars in the lead laps. You look at the field summary. See Andy Hillenberg there in 6th spot. Bob Schacht, who's 3rd in the point standings. And a crash down in turn 1.
Could be the break that Mike Skinner is looking for if he can stay out in front of the leaders till he gets back here.
Is that Brickhouse? Looks like it might be Richard Brickhouse.
That's Richard Brickhouse. And it's going to be a dash.
There we see Skinner. He's in front of the Tim Steele automobile. Doyle Ford is waving the yellow flag,
and Steele is trying to catch him in turn 4. Has moved into a half a car length. If he can get around him, he'll keep him a lap down, and it's not going to happen. Skinner gets his lap back.
So with only 5 cars in the lead lap, you know, he's going to be in great shape. Mike Skinner will be.
And remember, they are inside 25 laps to go, so there's only going to be 4 cars on that one line. So Skinner, would you come in and put some tires on, take a chance on pitting? Might as well.
I mean, as long as you have the tires, I would certainly be doing that. We see Will Lynn talking to the crew. They're on the wall, and they're discussing it.
Yeah, they have nothing to lose, really.
18 laps to go at Atlanta. Now we have a totally different complexion to this ARCA Series finale.
I say nothing to lose other than the cost of that set of tires.
Yeah, $1,200.
They're not too concerned about that right now, I don't think.
$1,200. I don't see why the 16 or the 9 would pit.
No.
And the restart rules, of course, inside 25 laps to go. Only lead lap cars will be on the outside, so you're only going to see 5 cars on the outside.
And Joe Bessie, what in the world is he doing?
Well, maybe he didn't like that set of tires he has on right now or something. What about it, John Kernan?
A few cars. They've got 4 sticker tires sitting down here in the pit. Tim Steele just left his pit. They've just got a set of scuffs. So perhaps Bessie thinks that if he comes in and puts on these sticker tires, he'll have a better chance. Now, Bob Hill also coming on to pit road. They didn't have sticker tires. They're going back with some scuffs about, I think about 10 to 12 laps is what one of the crew members told me. They're going with some scuffed tires. But Joe Bessie sitting in. It'll be a 4-tire change. They haven't made any chassis adjustments yet. Hey, you got 4 sticker tires, only what, 5 cars on the lead lap? Might as well try it, you know. Could be a gamble that loses the race for you, but it could be a gamble that wins the race for you. This might have been the only move they thought that they...
But evidently, Mike Skinner and the Childress crew felt that he must like the set of tires that he had on. He did not come in.
How about it, Bill Weber?
Okay, the reason Mike didn't come in, he was told to pit. The reason he didn't is because he thought he'd have to go through debris one more time. He wants to get around, get through that debris. He's supposed to come in and pit for 4 fresh tires this lap.
Well, that's a pretty smart move.
Well, it is, although there are 2 cars, if he could have beat these other 2 cars out of the pits, of course, they were going to get there first. Chances are they would have beat him out. But if he could have beat them out, well, that's just that many more, you know, that you don't have to pass. But yeah, that's good thinking.
Well, when we get ready to restart this thing, what looks like we're going to have is 5 cars in the lead lap. 3 of those 5 will have pitted for fresh tires.
And we see they're still working on getting Richard Brickhouse from inside his crash car.
And so now Skinner does come down pit road, doing exactly what Bill Weber said that he would do. So yeah, I'd have to agree with their strategy. I questioned it there for a moment, but I think I would have to agree with it.
And there comes the racing champion, Chevy Monte Carlo, down the wheel in. David Smith and company down in the Childress crew will go to work, and they will indeed change all 4 tires, and Bill Weber is there.
Okay, the right side up and putting on the right side tires. Expected to be a 4-tire change right in front of them. Dave Blaney's also getting a 4-tire change. Now they're cleaning off the windshield. The jack down comes around to this side. They'll go up again, working on the right rear and the left front. Car up, tires on. They'll bolt them back on. Skinner sits patiently. His crew looking on. 31 cars down in the way. Blaney right in front of them, also away, and they'll race down pit road and get back in the action.
Well, now 5 cars in the lead lap, and 4 of the 5 have pitted.
Yes, and so Skinner will reline up in 4th place if nobody else pits. Dave Blaney will line up in the 5th position.
Mike Skinner trying to get a win here in ARCA competitions. They still work down on the Richard Brickhouse car in turn 1. We'll be back. Manager and operations manager for Hendrick Motorsports said they are looking for a replacement driver to start that car.
Because the sponsor on that car tomorrow is the 58 car, the one Horton was scheduled to drive, is racing for a reason. Ray Evernham, the Leukemia Society, the Cure 2000, is very near and dear to his heart because his young son, Ray J, is in remission right now, but has leukemia. So he does everything he can for that charity. And it's he wants that car to be in the race to bring attention to the Leukemia Society, the charity. Bob Hill, the camera on the roof of his automobile. Car sponsored by Jim Dandy Dog Food.
And if you wonder why he's...
There's smoke coming out, or was that, did he run off some water or something, or? Looked like smoke or steam or something from one car there.
You wonder why Bob Hill is backing all that traffic. They will signal those cars when they get ready to give them the 1 to go sign, and then they can all move up into single file. The cars in the lead lap on the outside line. What a year Mike Skinner's had, huh? Winning the Super Truck Championship. Had 10 Super Truck poles, won 7 races in a 20-race season. Well, what a way to begin that series.
And, you know, Richard Childress once again reached out and picked up a driver that a lot of folks wondered about, Mike Skinner. You know, ran the Winston late model stock cars at Caraway Speedway and around in North Carolina, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach Speedway and Hickory. And I think that Mike Skinner showed that Richard Childress obviously has an eye for talent. And I think that Will Lynn, the team manager, Rich Burgess, the crew chief, they've all done a tremendous job over there.
And they've now, safety crews have now been able to extricate Richard Brickhouse from the car. And it's important for these people. These are trained people. The Atlanta South crew there you see are some of the best in the business. I know some of those guys. I've worked around them here at Atlanta over the years, and they are outstanding. And nothing but the best when it comes to NASCAR and ARCA racing as far as the at-the-track people. And they take their time as well they should to make sure they have everything strapped and splinted so the driver can be taken in and checked out of the infield care center. Now again, it's Richard Brickhouse. Out of Rocky Point, North Carolina, the Skillman Racing Chevrolet. Started back in 38th position. That car spinning that in turn 1 to bring out the 10th caution flag of the day.
He's still being shown in 13th position.